Hi, this is Catcomb1 here. It's Mother's Day today, and that should, I would think, make it a fairly clear guess what one of my playthroughs I'm going to choose to record a video for. Yup, this is the New Doom Community Project, and this is Map23 Elemental. This is either the second or third last level in the what she played. She did not finish the entire megawatt. I can't actually remember if she got up to map 24 or map 25, but this is one of the levels in the megawatt that, at least from a progression standpoint, I remember much better than most of them. Like, I could probably explain the level progression here almost in walkthrough style, even though I don't really remember much about the gameplay itself. So I guess being a level I remember a little bit more, at least from a progression standpoint, can make it a little bit more of a special level to play for the occasion. Anyways, let us get started. As you see, we're given the chain gun and the super shotgun and the backpack right away, and we can get 100% health and ammo with several megaspheres in the room. Yes, so this level is 527 monsters. That's the second most monsters of a level in the New Doom Community Project, and the most of any level she played, because the only one with more monsters is map 27, and I probably will finish the WAD just for the sake of finishing it myself. And so this central pillar of marble actually has the exit behind it, and we start in this four-way hub spoke. Yes, as I said, even I do from a progression standpoint, I remember this level pretty clearly, which is somewhat unusual for so many years ago, almost 14 now. We have a four-way hub spoke. We can't explore this side yet. We can fight some hit scanners on this side, but we can't explore it yet because there's a slime pit, which if you fall in, it doesn't do any damage and you can get back up. But you can't get back up on the foul side, so it's not like you can just cross it by falling in. Now this side we can explore, but there's nothing useful we can do here yet other than take out the monsters that we have. But notice that your hint is that some of the floors have a different texture. Like, notice this floor, then this floor, then this floor, then this floor. So the correct side to go on to actually get this level started, the correct, I guess I'll just use the cardinal directions, northwest, northwest. So this side where you can see the slime is the northwest. The side where we killed the Keiko demons is the northeast. The side blocked off by the fire is the southeast. And the first side we can do anything on is the southwest. So there was a level Barry Christian made in his Wolfenstein 3D mod I played Atom Project that was called Back and Forth, and well, not exactly identical. This is basically, as you'll see, the Doom version, and 10 years older, no less, of a Back and Forth. Because and this southwest side, we can flip the Baphomet like eye switch, and it won't seem to do anything where we are. But notice all these other areas that we can't get to. And when we go out back into the hub spoke, we'll find out we still can't get to the northwest, but we can now get to the southeast side that was behind the firewall. And then the southeast side, it doesn't look like there's much on this southeast side, just the switch we're about to press. Yeah, and when you do that, it will spawn in some monsters, so you want to get to the other side of them. Yep, I'm being the chain gunner Big Mac Davis taught me to be. And with that, we can now get over the slime pit. And then this side, and the northeast side, hopefully I'll remember my directions better with time. There's still nothing we can do, but we can get over the slime pit. We can't open any of these doors that actually lead into mazes of slime. Nor can we open this door, but we do have a switch, and that will actually let us get into one of the mazes. Now this is not damaging slime. But we'll come upon a switch. And we have a secret here, a berserk pack. And now just starting to get the wisdom of this level. There's nothing more that we can do, and this northwest side. But if we now venture over to the northeast side, you'll notice that one of those pillows has been raised and has a different wall texture than the ones that were raised at the beginning of the level, which means we can operate it as a lift. Remember I told you about where the floor texture is different? Yes, those all end up raising up. Now we can't get over to this side yet. We need this pillow to be raised up, but we can get over to the other side by running across this pillow. And yes, distant shots are a big problem when you're high up here. That's why I'm just trying to break my way in and not worry about conserving ammo. It'll be a good time to nab one of the megaspheres in the central room. Let me see if I can get some of those chain gunners when I'm exactly level with them. Yes, I knew the Revenant rocket was coming from afar. No, I'm not gonna try and shotgun Revenants that far away, even though I could when they're level with me. But I wanted to clear out the side with all the imps and hit scanners. So that gets us to, guess what? It gets us to a switch. But that switch doesn't do anything in this room. Other than spawn monsters. Which, mind that I'm going to go grab a megasphere to try and keep, so that I can take a little more damage if I end up doing so. There must be a potato somewhere. I can't see it. It would be nice if it's just a bunch of loose lost souls, because then they won't keep spawning. Yeah, maybe there isn't anything to mash up. Just a lot of lost souls. I think I can check by looking at the master count. Yeah, it's still 527. That's what it started the level at. So that means there was not a pain elemental giving us more lost souls. They were just lost souls pre-placed in the level that spawned in. Now, we went here first, and now it's time to go back here. Or is it? I thought it was a... I know there's a rhythm of order you go in. I thought it was just the same order from the start. Okay, so we're not ready to go back here yet, even though we've been on all four sides. Oh no! Remember how I said this room would get bigger? Well, it just got bigger and it exposed us to another switch. And now we will get the warp in when we flip the switch. So get out of the way. And if I recall correctly, at this point, we simply just keep going clockwise from side to side. So we're on the southeast side now. Now we can go back to the southwest side. So yeah, for whatever reason, the first side you have to go on in this level is this particular detail I didn't remember. The first side you have to go on in this level to get started is the southwest side, and then you have to go to the southeast side, and then you have to go to the northwest side. But once you've gone to the northwest side, I believe it's just a continuous rotation clockwise, northwest to northeast to southwest to southeast, and you'll get a new area each time you rotate. Yeah, because notice we can get into this back area now. Okay, then I knew with the plasma cell though that had to lower somehow. Oh, Hitscanomania. I don't have time to play much conservation with my chain gun PO. Also looks like I got to go into the blood. I don't remember the gameplay of specific areas, just the overall progression. Like, I don't remember what monsters are in specific areas or that kind of detail. I don't remember that still after 13 years. Oh, okay, so we go back on here and that raises, yup, and we can in 3 pieces raise a bridge to the other side, and we will get the switch. If I recall, there's actually no keys in this level. And now let's continue going clockwise. Takes us back to the slime zone. Oh, don't tell me that's wrong. Is it this area instead? Oh no, yeah, it is. Okay, so it's not always the same pattern, because I thought it settled into being the same pattern you had to go around, but it isn't, because now we can hop onto this far side. So I was wrong there. I mean, the only thing I remembered for sure is that you go. Yes, I took a bad hit from those revenants. The only thing I remembered for sure is that you always find one switch and then you have to go to another spoke. I thought the order was consistent, but apparently, or becomes consistent, but apparently it isn't, at least not yet. But as long as you know that okay, I think I know what's going on. Let me test something. I'm not sure I observed. I'm gonna test something with no monsters here, but I think I know what's going on. I'm not sure I picked this up in 2006. But this might be why it's called elemental. It's because I'm just doing a little. I think I found how you know what area to go to next. If the switch looks like this, the big eye that you flipped before in Map 30 of Doom 2, then that tells you the next area you go to is this red area that was behind the firewall. If the switch is on this blue wall, that tells you the next area you go to is the slime area. Let me see if it holds consistent, at least through what I've played so far. I might have figured this out in 2006 but forgot that particular aspect. And that switch is kind of an outlier in that it opens the door right in the area you're in. If the switch is on this living end textured wall, then that tells you that the next area you go to is the area with where the raised platforms have the living end textures. So that's probably why this map is called Elemental. And if so now this switch is on the Doom 2 map 30 pre-Baphomet wall again. That's telling us we go into the area, into the red area that keeps the fire area that keeps expanding itself. And if the switch is this texture on the metal, the skull texture on the metal, that's telling you that the next place you go to is this side. Well, yeah, I could simply raise the bridge like that, and then this has the map 29 texture on it, the living end texture, and told us that we need to go into this area again next. And then this gets us to where I've played in the level so far. This has the blue texture, and that should tell us we need to go into the slime area next. So I'm going to reload my save from here and continue my playthrough proper. So that type of switch should tell us that we need to go into the area with the slime next. Yeah, that's just lost soul spawning, and that's not a pain elemental. But still, they can still be annoying, mind you. And staying higher up because sometimes Revenant rockets well, I do need to have a place where I can get an escape, but sometimes Revenant rockets will hit the enemies. I can't stay up beyond here. I need to grab another Mega Sphere. So the texture of the switch told me I should be going to... I know there was... I clearly remember there was some kind of logic in terms of what area you go to next after flipping a switch. I thought it was... I seem to have remembered incorrectly that it was a constant rotation. And it isn't. It depends on what kind of switch you just flipped. Hopefully that should be apparent to viewers now what I'm trying to explain. So we had the blue switch with the skull on it. That tells us to go into the slime area, and sure enough, there is a new spot opened up in the slime area. Okay, I need to save some ammo here. Perhaps the reason the secret bazooka was in the slime area is because they expect you to use a bazooka sometimes in the slime area. Come on. I see the specters. Okay, so this has the... Because I don't know the proper name of the texture, I'll just say the massive pre-Baphomet head on it. That tells me that the next area that I want to go to is the fire area, the ever-expanding room. The ever-expanding room, I'll call it, the fire area. Because it is an ever-expanding room. It's the ever-expanding... Let's count how many sides it has. Got 8 sides if I count the stout, the entry point as just part of that side, so I'll call the ever-expanding octagon. Man, I'm glad they give me some ammo because I need it. And they give me a rocket launcher too now. So we know that as soon as I flip the switch, I'm going to want to retreat. Enemies spawn in. But this texture tells me to go to the area with the lifts. This northeast section. Yep, I do want to get out right away. And then I can try and feed some rockets from a safe distance. But not too many. Love it when I hear one of the Hell Knights kill a demon. Means less ammo that I have to use. Okay, so that switch was telling me to go into the room with the lifts that have the living end textures on them. Okay, I don't see a new lift I can operate, but maybe only this one is the lift, that's why it's a different texture, but it has the rising pillows with the living end textures of them. Yes, because this pillow was previously I was not able to get on top of. And that's a dangerous combo of monsters to have around a long corner like this. I don't have time to slow grind by tapping the chain gun. Okay, so that texture is telling me to go back into the that metal texture is telling me to go back into this section, the southwest section. But obviously there's probably going to be another round of Keiko demons and lost souls spawning. Uh-oh. I guess if I fall off, I stay off. I clearly remembered about this level that you go back and forth between areas and there's some logic that tells you what area to go to next. I just misremembered it's not a constant order of areas you go to, it's the type of switch you flip that tells you what area you should look in next. I'll let the rest of them just fight a little for now. Okay, so yeah, the metal texture is telling us to go into this dark underground area, and all the demons from the gate that opened up have already made it well outside the gate they were behind. I guess the whole party underground in that room came outside the room for me. And probably the switch is on the metal texture because all the walls or doors that open up in this room have some kind of metal on them. Higher pit scanners can go before I come in. Well, they're not exactly high up, but they're not at ground level either. Okay, so this is the blue texture, which tells me to go into the area with the slime mazes, except they're not actually damaging slime mazes. Whoa. It would help if I grabbed the ammo that these monsters dropped. Since I have to keep returning to areas, best idea is to keep them relatively clean of monsters. Otherwise, they'll just probably just wander through the air, through the wing, or maybe even wander out into the central room and catch me by surprise. You get a few punches. I wonder if those specters were all of us spawned. They seem to be coming into this area. I'm wondering if they were spawned somewhere else. I mean, I know there's specters around in this slimy area, which of course doesn't damage you. Which I guess is a blessing because you don't have to worry about rat suit management and being quick when you have a rat suit or any of that kind of stuff. Okay, that switch is none of the textures I'm used to, so I'm guessing what it does is yes, if it's none of the textures I'm used to, it means it simply opens up a door in the area that I'm in. Revenant's a big danger here. Oh, and the chain gunners. I didn't see the both chain gunners. But not until they're shooting at me. They're not dangerous when they're shooting at the specters. Okay, so this switch has got the pre-Baphomet wall on it, which is telling me to go into the ever-expanding octagon next. So it is I am into the ever-expanding octagon, and it has indeed ever-expanded. And with this, which has a metal texture on it, so that's going to be telling me to go to the southwest side where all the doors that open up are metallic or semi-metallic. Now it's nice in the ever-expanding octagon, it's giving me new weapons. But I more and more desperately have to get out as soon as I flip the switch. Always check behind me. There could be some... Oh, those monsters already funneling in, new monsters already funneling in at me from this area. I guess if all the Hell Knights are gonna be on the sides, I'm gonna just make sure I don't hit one of these torches with my rockets. That would not be good. I don't have many rockets left, so... I wish there were more than just Barons and Hell Knights so I could get some infighting. Wait, I can't just leave them here and wait until the next time I come back in this room, because they could venture to the outside and sneak up behind me. Let me see, are the man still blocking lines anywhere? I don't think they are. Which means wherever I go, they could follow me if they wanted to. Yeah, it looks like they can just follow me right along, which means I don't want to let them loose. Because they could sneak up behind me. So this is the 4th time I visited this area. If I recall, there's 5 times you visit each area. Either 5 times or 4 or 5 times. And that switch is telling me to go to the room of the rising pillows with the living end type textures. Really, the rising rock pillows. Just because I can now platform over to this area and get the chain gunner quickly. Stay away from those revenant rockets. Uh-oh. Got to play a lot of dodgem with those revenants. You know what? So let me clear the area that I'm in. That switch is telling me to go to the area of the slime mazes next. You'll eat some rockets and die so you're not sniping me another time. And well, I think I'm most of the way done with this level, but alas, I'm out of recording time, so there will be a part 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope to all mothers a happy Mother's Day.